Have you ever felt trapped inside your own mind, as if your thoughts are a storm you cannot escape? That relentless swirl of worries, doubts, and endless what-ifs that keeps you awake at night or steals your energy during the day? That storm isn't just noise. It's a silent thief stealing your strength, your clarity, and your power to act. When your mind races with too many thoughts, it feels like you're stuck, unable to move forward. You want to break free, but the more you think, the heavier the chains seem to become. It's exhausting. You might even feel like your own mind is working against you, confusing you, holding you back from becoming the person you know you can be. But what if the key to true strength lies not in thinking more, but in thinking less? Most of us believe that solving every problem, planning every step, and overanalyzing every decision is the way to succeed. We think strength comes from knowledge and ideas flooding our minds. But the truth is, overthinking is the enemy of action. It clouds your vision, steals your focus, and drains your energy. Your brain wasn't designed to handle that kind of nonstop mental traffic. Instead of clarity, you get confusion. Instead of confidence, you get hesitation. Instead of courage, you get fear. The moment your thoughts stop overwhelming you, that's when you start to reclaim your power. Imagine how different your life would feel if your mind was calm, like a still lake, reflecting exactly what you want without distortion. When you think less, you stop feeding doubt and anxiety. You stop battling invisible enemies inside your head. Your energy no longer leaks away in endless mental loops. This is not about ignoring your problems or pretending life is easy. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of unnecessary thoughts so you can focus on what truly matters. Strength begins with simplicity. It starts when you quiet the noise and stop overthinking. Staying with us through this video means discovering how to break free from that mental prison. You will learn to release the chains of doubt and fear that come from too much thinking. You'll see why the loudest, most crowded minds are often the weakest. And you'll begin to understand how power grows in silence and focus, not in noise and distraction. This knowledge can change how you see yourself and your challenges. It will inspire you to stop wasting energy on the endless cycle of what if and start taking bold, confident steps toward your goals. The reward waiting for you is immense. When you learn to think less, you unlock a new kind of strength, calm, steady, and unstoppable. It's a strength that doesn't rely on external approval or endless plans. It's a strength rooted in clear, focused action. And it's available to you right now as soon as you decide to quiet your mind. This is your chance to stop being a prisoner of your own thoughts and become the master of your life. Keep listening, because what comes next will guide you deeper into the real power that begins the moment you learn to think less. When you finally quiet your mind and think less, you open the door to a deeper kind of strength, one that grows in silence. Talking less is part of this same journey. It's easy to believe that speaking more, explaining yourself, defending your ideas, or convincing others shows power. But true strength doesn't shout or rush to fill every space with noise. It listens, it waits, it chooses words carefully, and sometimes chooses none at all. There is an unshakable power in silence. Silence is where confidence grows, where presence is felt without saying a word. When you talk less, you save your energy for what truly matters. You stop wasting breath on empty arguments, distractions that weaken your resolve. Silence is not weakness. It's wisdom. It's control. It allows you to observe without reacting, to absorb without judgment. The mind that learns to listen more and speak less becomes sharper, more aware of the world and of itself. This quiet awareness creates space inside you. Space to breathe, to reflect, and to choose your next move with precision. When you talk less, you stop feeding drama and anxiety. You stop giving power to negativity, gossip, or unnecessary conflict. Instead, your energy turns inward toward growth and healing. Imagine the impact of becoming a person who responds rather than reacts, who thinks before speaking, who lets silence speak louder than words. This kind of strength commands respect without demanding it. It builds trust not through volume, but through consistency and calm. People are drawn to this presence because it radiates something rare, self-mastery. This is the kind of power that cannot be taken away by circumstance or opinion. It lives deep inside, protected by the discipline to remain silent when noise tries to pull you off course. You may fear silence because it feels like emptiness or loneliness, but that fear is just another form of distraction. Silence is full of possibility. It is where your true voice emerges, not the reactive voice shaped by fear or need for approval, but the voice of clarity, conviction, and purpose. When you talk less, you begin to hear yourself clearly. You discover what matters and what does not. This clarity strengthens your will and sharpens your focus. It creates a foundation on which real, lasting change can be built. The challenge is to resist the urge to fill every moment with sound, to resist the need to explain, defend, or justify. This takes courage because society often rewards the loudest voices, not the calmest. But the strength you seek is found in choosing silence over noise, presence over distraction, and intention over impulse. This choice transforms not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. It builds a quiet confidence that no criticism or setback can shake. Hold on to this truth as you move forward. Talking less is not about losing your voice. It's about finding the power in your silence. It's about using your words wisely, like arrows aimed at your true goals, instead of scattershot noise that drains your strength. When you master silence, you become unbreakable, steady in the storm of life. This power grows with every quiet moment you claim, preparing you for the focus and clarity that will drive your transformation. Keep this strength close. It is the next step on the path to becoming who you are truly meant to be. When your mind is calm and your words are measured, the final piece of true strength comes into focus, the power of deep, unwavering focus. Focus is the force that turns intention into reality. It is the silent engine behind every achievement, the steady flame that refuses to be extinguished by distractions, doubts, or delays. Without focus, energy dissipates like smoke in the wind. With it, every step you take moves you closer to your goal with precision and purpose. This is the secret weapon that the strongest people use to create lasting change, not by doing more, but by doing what matters most with absolute attention. Focus is not simply about concentration. It is a commitment to directing your inner power toward a single point of meaningful effort. Science shows that the brain thrives when it focuses deeply on one task at a time. Multitasking, constant checking, and scattered attention create fatigue and reduce performance. When you focus, your brain builds new pathways of strength and resilience. You become sharper, more creative, more disciplined. Focus rewires your mind to be a magnet for progress, pulling your efforts together in a way that makes success inevitable. But focus requires more than just willpower. It requires saying no to distractions, to unnecessary commitments, and to the endless noise that tries to steal your attention every day. It means protecting your time and energy as fiercely as you protect your dreams. Focus demands courage because it forces you to confront what truly matters and to let go of everything else. This is where many fail, not because they lack ability, but because they cannot refuse the temptation to scatter their energy in too many directions. The reward of focused effort is more than achievement. It is the transformation of your identity. When you consistently channel your energy toward your highest goals, you begin to see yourself differently. You no longer identify as someone who tries and fails, or who drifts from one distraction to the next. You become a person of purpose, resilience, and unstoppable drive. Your confidence deepens because it is built on the solid foundation of consistent, focused action. This shift in identity creates a powerful cycle. The more you focus, the stronger you feel. The stronger you feel, the more focused you become. Every great success begins with a decision to focus, not just for a moment, but as a way of life. The smallest acts of focus accumulate into unstoppable momentum. Each time you turn your attention fully to what matters, you are building strength that no obstacle can break. Focus turns chaos into clarity. It transforms overwhelm into progress. It shapes dreams into realities. This is the power that will carry you beyond fear, beyond doubt, and beyond the limits you once thought you had. Remember, true strength is never found in scattered thoughts or wasted words. It is forged in the calm mind, the silent presence, and the unwavering focus on what truly counts. As you cultivate this strength, you will find yourself moving with purpose and power, no longer controlled by noise or distraction. This focus will be your anchor and your sword, guiding you steadily toward the life you are destined to create. Embrace this power now and watch as your world begins to change. When you combine the power of thinking less, talking less, and focusing more, something extraordinary begins to happen inside you. These three elements are not separate habits, but interconnected pillars that build a foundation for true strength, a strength that is quiet, steady, and unbreakable. This strength does not demand attention or approval. It commands it naturally because it is born from mastery of self, not from external validation. The practice of reducing mental noise, conserving your words, and directing your attention creates a clarity of purpose that lights up every step you take. It reveals a strength that does not waver when life becomes difficult, a strength that rises calmly in the face of chaos. Many people chase strength through force, volume, or control over others, but these are illusions that fade with time. Real strength is internal and invisible to the casual observer. It is the power to remain centered when everything around you is falling apart. It is the ability to stand firm without shouting or pushing. When your thoughts are clear, your speech is measured, and your focus is sharp, you develop resilience that no setback can shatter. This kind of strength grows quietly but relentlessly. It builds with every choice to resist distraction, every moment you choose silence over noise, and every time you direct your energy toward what truly matters. Fear often tries to convince you that you need to prove yourself through constant thinking and talking. It whispers that if you stay silent or pause your mental chatter, you will be seen as weak or invisible. But that fear is a trick. It is the voice of insecurity trying to keep you stuck in old patterns. The truth is that strength comes from mastering that fear, not by fighting it loudly, but by gently refusing to let it control you. Each moment you choose to think less, speak less, and focus more, you are reclaiming your power from fear's grip. You are proving to yourself that your value does not depend on constant noise or approval. This transformation requires courage because it goes against the flow of a noisy world that rewards distraction and reaction. But the reward is worth every effort. When you align your mind, your words, and your focus, you become unstoppable. You create a space where your energy flows freely, your actions have impact, and your goals move closer every day. You no longer react to every impulse or voice around you. Instead, you respond from a place of strength and clarity. Feel this power growing within you now. It is the strength that will carry you through challenges, the calm in the storm, the steady hand guiding your life. This strength does not shout, it commands quietly. It does not rush, it moves with deliberate purpose. It is yours to claim whenever you choose to think less, talk less, and focus more. Embrace this truth deeply and let it shape every decision, every moment, and every step forward. This is where your true strength begins, and it is more powerful than you ever imagined. Strength is not something that suddenly appears. It is built day by day through small, deliberate choices. It grows when you decide, moment by moment, to think less about doubts and distractions, to speak less of what does not serve your purpose, and to focus more on the actions that move you forward. This kind of strength does not rely on grand gestures or sudden inspiration. It depends on the consistent practice of discipline, a quiet, steady force that shapes your life silently but powerfully. Every time you resist the urge to overthink, to fill the silence with empty words, or to scatter your attention, you are building an inner fortress no storm can break. The path to this strength is not always easy. It asks you to confront discomfort, the discomfort of silence when you want to argue, the discomfort of stillness when your mind races, the discomfort of saying no when distractions call. Yet this discomfort is the sign of growth. It means you are shedding old habits that weaken you and adopting new ones that empower you. Every small victory over distraction and noise is a victory for your future self. It teaches your brain new patterns and builds the mental muscle needed for resilience and success. This strength reshapes your relationship with yourself. You begin to see your thoughts not as enemies or commands, but as tools you control. You learn that your voice is not meant to fill every moment, but to communicate what truly matters with precision and power. You realize that your focus is a sacred resource, meant to be guarded and invested wisely. This transformation is deeply freeing because it breaks the cycle of exhaustion, frustration, and self-doubt that comes from trying to do too much or say too much. Instead, it replaces chaos with clarity and purpose. As this inner strength grows, it changes how you engage with the world. You become less reactive and more deliberate. You no longer allow the noise around you to dictate your emotions or actions. Instead, you choose your responses with care. This steady control draws respect and influence, not because you dominate others, but because you embody calm authority. People sense the difference in you. They feel your presence as a source of stability and confidence. This impact, born from inner mastery, is far more powerful than any loud display of strength. The real power of thinking less, talking less, and focusing more lies in the freedom it creates. Freedom from mental chaos. Freedom from pointless arguments. Freedom from distractions that pull you away from your purpose. This freedom is a gift you give yourself every day. It allows you to direct your energy toward your deepest goals, your highest potential, and your true happiness. It opens the door to a life where you are in control, where your strength is not borrowed or fragile, but earned and enduring. You have the power to start building this strength right now. Each moment you choose clarity over confusion, silence over noise, and focus over distraction, you are investing in a stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable you. This is the path to lasting transformation. This is the path to true strength. Choose it now, and watch as your life changes from the inside out. True transformation begins when you embrace a new identity, one where thinking less, talking less, and focusing more are not just actions, but who you are at your core. This shift is more than a habit. It is a fundamental change in how you see yourself and your place in the world. When you claim this identity, you step into a version of yourself that is calm in chaos, steady in uncertainty, and relentless in pursuit of what matters most. This is the strength that cannot be shaken by failure, criticism, or fear. It is a power rooted deeply in self-mastery and clarity. The mind craves identity because it shapes your reality. When you tell yourself you are scattered or weak, your behavior follows suit. But when you decide that you are someone who thinks clearly, speaks with purpose, and focuses without distraction, your actions align with this truth. This alignment creates a force within you that pulls everything you do towards success. Your thoughts become fewer but sharper. Your words become rare but impactful. Your attention becomes a laser, cutting through noise and driving you steadily forward. This identity becomes a compass, guiding every decision, every moment. Changing your identity is not about perfection. It is about commitment. It means choosing daily to embody this strength, even when old habits tempt you back into overthinking, overtalking, and scattering your focus. Each time you resist those temptations, you reinforce the new identity. Your brain rewires itself to support the person you are becoming. This creates momentum that grows stronger over time, making your transformation inevitable. The power lies not in a single act, but in consistent dedication to living this truth. This new identity also reshapes how you face challenges. Instead of being overwhelmed by obstacles, you meet them with calm determination. Your mind is clear enough to find solutions. Your words are measured enough to build bridges instead of burning them. Your focus is sharp enough to keep moving forward when others falter. This strength makes fear lose its grip because you understand that your power is not in avoiding difficulties, but in how you respond to them. You become unshaken by setbacks because your identity is anchored in steady strength, not temporary success. Feeling this identity growing within you creates a deep sense of peace and confidence. You no longer need to prove yourself to others or fill empty spaces with noise. You are enough in your quiet power. This peace allows you to act boldly without hesitation, to speak only when it matters, and to concentrate fully on the path ahead. It frees you from the exhausting cycle of doubt and distraction. You become the person who others look to for calm and clarity, not because you seek attention, but because your strength naturally radiates from within. Claiming this identity is the final step in unlocking true strength. It is the moment when thinking less, talking less, and focusing more become not just strategies, but a way of life. When you live this identity, you become unstoppable. Your potential unfolds fully, your purpose shines clearly, and your life aligns with the power you hold inside. This is not a distant dream. It is a reality waiting for you now, waiting for you to step into your true strength and live it every day. The moment you decide to live as someone who thinks less, talks less, and focuses more, you begin a powerful journey, a journey of daily transformation that shapes every part of your life. This transformation is not about sudden bursts of energy or fleeting motivation. It is about building habits rooted in discipline, clarity, and intention. Strength grows quietly in these small, consistent actions. Every choice to silence the unnecessary noise in your mind, to speak only with purpose, and to direct your energy fully toward your goals adds another layer to your foundation. This is how lasting strength is forged. The power of daily practice lies in its ability to change your brain and your behavior. Your mind is plastic. It reshapes itself based on what you feed it. When you choose calm over chaos, restraint over excess, and focus over distraction, you are training your brain to become stronger and more resilient. This mental rewiring creates a positive feedback loop. The more you practice these habits, the easier they become. The clearer your mind gets, the more effective your words become, and the sharper your focus grows. This momentum fuels your confidence and propels you forward even when challenges arise. Discipline is the bridge between your current self and the person you want to become. It is the daily commitment to act in alignment with your highest values, regardless of how you feel in the moment. It means choosing to pause your racing thoughts instead of giving them control. It means listening carefully before speaking, ensuring your words carry weight. It means guarding your focus fiercely, protecting it from every distraction that tries to steal it away. This kind of discipline is not punishment, it is liberation. It frees you from the chaos of scattered energy and wasted potential. When you build your strength through these daily choices, you become immune to the external chaos that often disrupts others. Your inner calm becomes your shield. No matter how loud the noise around you, you remain centered and clear. This steadiness creates space for creativity, solutions, and growth. It transforms frustration into determination and overwhelm into action. You learn to trust yourself because your actions prove day after day that you are capable of controlling your mind, your words, and your attention. This transformation also changes how you view setbacks and failures. Instead of seeing them as signs of weakness, you recognize them as opportunities to reinforce your new habits and deepen your strength. Each challenge becomes a test of your commitment, a chance to practice thinking less about fear, talking less in reaction, and focusing more on progress. This resilience is the hallmark of true strength. It is not about never falling, but about rising with greater power each time you do. Your future self depends on the actions you take today. Every moment you choose clarity over chaos, silence over noise, and focus over distraction, you are investing in a stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable you. This is the path to transformation. This is the path to true strength. Embrace it fully and watch as your life changes in ways you once thought impossible.